beautiful devil's messenger. Tell me exactly what happened.
Mr. Powell's imagination got the better of him. I believe you'd call it a heart attack. He'll be here shortly. It's a terrible thing, the way you go around ruining people's lives.
Oh, but my dear, I thought you knew. People ruin their own lives. All we do is help them a bit.
I've delivered your gift of murder. Now, when do I stand before this tribunal?
Well, you have another gift to deliver. Remember? I said we had rules.
Do you mean I have to go back again up there? Oh, no. I took my life because I couldn't stand it up there anymore. Besides, my sin is no greater than theirs. Why should I be singled out like this? Yes, I accepted your offer. I was afraid of what might be down there. But now I prefer that to helping you with your dirty work.
Well, I was only trying to do you a favor, my dear. Tanya, deliver this pick to a miner in Torsholm, Sweden. What he finds with this pick will lead to all sorts of complications, and we'll have a new recruit.
Knut! Look.
Ice.
Looks like we hit the glacier.
That's the end of the shaft. We can't blast it out. It might reach miles into the mountain.
Shall we abandon the tunnel?
I don't see what else we can do. I'd better phone the office.
Hey, Knut.
What is it?
There.
There's something there.
Let's blast it out.
No, I'd better phone the scientists. Let them have a look at it.
You know what it looks like?
Don't say it. I think I'm seeing the same thing.
Slow.
But the eyes must be broken.
Already writing the report?
Yes, we'll need it for the Anthropological Congress in September. Just in case we lose the object.
But how can we lose it?
All right. Carry on.
Human being 50,000 years old. I want to get the block of ice transported to the museum intact. Hasn't suffered from the transport.
We'll know in a minute.
Can you see anything? Yes.
Let me have a look. Remarkable.
This I have to see. The girl in ice.
To think that she died thousands of years ago.
She looks alive.
How beautiful she is.
How do we get her out? Melt the ice?
I would suggest chiseling her out, and the cold would preserve her.
No. Ben, what is it? You must not take a risk and harm her. Of course not.
I'll be taking care of her and see that the temperature is kept at 20 below. I'll be in charge.
Why you? I'm the anthropologist here. And you know that my research pertains to any kind of petrified historic man.
As the anthropologist at this museum, she belongs to my department.
I don't want to be cheated out of an important research like this.
Cheated?
Gentlemen, please, let me decide who will be in charge.
My training, my experiences. It's my duty to science.
No, Sven, Dr. Olson is right. She belongs to the science of anthropology. He is an expert on the subject.
I think we should have a surgeon brought in to dissect her.
Dissect her?
Don't understand your attitude. How do you plan to go about getting her out, Dr. Olson?
I think I'll increase the temperature in this room. The ice will slowly melt and become transparent. And then we can study her better.
But everybody will see her in her nakedness.
Why not? Why shouldn't we see her in her nakedness?
When were you born? How many millenniums before my time? What was your name? Your name? Was it Cordelia? Angelica? Are you an angel to return to this earth? Two people are destined for each other. You and I. You had to return to come to me, Angelica. I knew when I first saw you that we were chosen for each other. Only time stood between us. What is time but a conception of man? I have to get you out of your prison to hold you in my arms. I love you, Angelica.
Seastrom! What are you doing here?
The same as you.
Did Dr. Holmes make it clear to you that this is my research, not yours? I know that you want to cheat me out of the fruits of my lifelong work. You have no right.
I have the same right to be here as you, Olson.
I understand your feeling. Your scientific curiosity. All right. I'll forget that we met here. If you promise not to come here again.
She is mine.
Of course. Of course. Now let's go out together, eh? Leave the lady alone.
What do you have in mind? What are you going to do to her? You'll make her suffer.
You talk as if she were alive.
But don't you see?
No, of course you don't see. She is alive.
That's not possible.
By gradually lowering the temperature, a body can slowly be frozen without terminating life. How long can the body stay in a suspended state? 1 year, a century, a millennium? Who says it cannot? I know she's alive.
Yeah. She looks alive. Shall we go?
I know what you have in mind. You want to get me out of here. You want to make it impossible for me to see her.
That's not true.
Then prove it. Turn this research, as you call it, over to me. She's more to me than she is to you. She's not an object of vivisection.
That's enough. Now let's get out of here.
Dr. Olson did not show up this morning. I phoned his home, but he didn't sleep there last night.
What about the girl in the ice?
Well, that's why I called you. We must keep the find a secret until the day when we have gathered enough scientific information about this body. Otherwise, I'm afraid we'll be overrun with reporters and zealous anthropologists.
I agree with you, Dr. Holt. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Dr. Seastrom, I want you to find out how we can free her from her icy surroundings without damage to her body.
Yes, sir. Then I will be in charge.
Yes.
But under one condition.
Yes?
Since I will be responsible, I also need the authority that goes with a job like this.
Oh, I understand.
I want everybody checking with me first. No one is allowed entrance to the room without first having it cleared through me.
That sounds reasonable.
No one. Not even you.
Why are you restricting me, too?
Only for a short time. It would give me peace of mind.
All right.
And that was the last time you saw Dr. Olson?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
You said you couldn't detect anything extraordinary in his behavior, no sign that he was upset.
No, I didn't. Did you, Dr. Lund?
Well, we were all somewhat excited, I would say, and we still are.
This has nothing to do with Olson's disappearance, I assure you.
Please, let me be the judge of that.
We brought in an anthropolithic object. I put Olson in charge of it. That excited him, I assume.
Now, where is that object?
In the ice house.
Well, then Dr. Olson might be there.
No, Dr. Seastrom, who's working there, did not see him.
Dr. Seastrom? Who is he?
I put him in charge of the anthropolithic object after Olson's disappearance.
Now we're getting closer.
It is pretty, isn't it? I want you to wear it. Here are the shoes. I know they'll fit you. Only a few feet of ice are separating us, Angelica. A few inches of frozen water. But you can see me. Can you hear me talk? I knew you were alive. I knew it. You want to talk to me. You want me to hold you in my arms. I'm going to get you out. Now, soon you will be free. How many thousands of years were you waiting for this day, Angelica? And yet you would have waited another 10,000 years for me, wouldn't you? I might have lived in your time, might have died young, before our love was fulfilled. If I had only the memory of this time, I would have known that I vowed to meet you again on this earth. When I first saw you, I recognized you instantly. Your name came back to me. I remembered your tender embraces, your soft lips. And now you've come back to me. You're going to drown.
really look at me? You're gone. I never should have tried to reach you. I destroyed you. I should have tried to reach you. You're gone. I destroyed you. Did you really look at me? You're gone. I never should have tried to reach you.